You are not new to the way of doing things. And you are aware that, in fact, you are only on long side when you are not part of the system. But when you are part of the system, there is one pillar, and that is the highest authority. And if the highest authority does not want you fired, he will make sure that every protection is going to be added to make sure that he protects his team. I want to agree with you that the House has powers to impeach. But the big question is, has William Ruto done so well so that he cannot face impeachment in the House? But in case it arises, do you think this is the right of the day? Even if you bring dollars, it will be just there as a gimmick to just to mark time and show Kenyans that something is working. But let me tell you, a single strike of the core will neutralize everything. And let me tell you, there is a serious animal which is known as money. And money is a big devil, and money is which has rooted this country to where it is. But if people can be faithful enough and they can put money aside, this country can be driven to the right way. But money, I have to repeat that money is the devil. And let me tell you, you did witness how Gachagua was forced out. Gachagua, the signatures that today are being taken for Governor Sakaja, Gachagua's signatures were over 280. They were so and above the requisite numbers required by the law. And even by the time the D-Day of his purge, the numbers were beyond 300. It has never been the case. I'm telling you, we have many legislative pieces in the House that require the two-third threshold. It takes a year to find a two-third. But let me tell you, when the money is available, everything will be done. And everybody will be invited to come to finish the business and collect. So I'm telling you, if you want Duarte to go home, put a carrot there, and they will be go home tomorrow.
Embakasi North, a member of Parliament James Gakuya, has spoken strongly about corruption and political survival in Kenya's leadership. He believed that once someone is part of the system, they become almost untouchable. According to him, high-ranking officials enjoy protection from the very top of government. He sees this as one of the biggest reasons corruption cases rarely leads to punishment. For him, the system is built in such a way that loyalty and political connection matters more than accountability. When discussing Health Cabinet Secretary Eden Duale, Gakuya expressed a doubt that any action would be taken against him. In his view, Duale has a firm backing from President William Ruto. This protection makes him safe from being removed even when there are complaints about his ministry. Gakuya believed that money often plays a big role in shielding senior officials. He sees parliamentarians as being easy influence with funds flowing whenever there is a threat against powerful figures. For him, this is why the system always protects its own. Turning his attention to Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja, Gakuya painted a picture of a leader who depends heavily on political alliances for survival. He explained that Sakaja has always leaned on the support of Azimio leader Raila Odinga. Most of the county leadership, according to him, is controlled by Raila's party ODM. This has given Sakaja some political cover whenever attempts to remove him from office arise. Gakuya described this relationship as central to the governor's ability to stay in power. However, Gakuya has also pointed out that this support is not guaranteed. He believes that if ODM leadership decide to withdraw its backing, Sakaja would be vulnerable to impeachment. His eyes, Raila's goodwill is like political insurance for Nairobi governor. Without it, Sakaja could easily be punished or pushed out of office at the county level. Gakuya noted that politics is often tied to resources and leaders sometimes spend heavily to secure loyalty. He feels this is the only way Sakaja has managed to escape past impeachment efforts. The MP explained that even there have been serious pushes to remove Sakaja from office, they have never succeeded. According to him, these attempts have fallen short of the required number because of Raila's influence. In Kaguya's view, Sakaja was supposed to face impeachment a year ago, but with ties with Raila saved him. This is said is why the governor continued to survive at the county level despite criticism. Gakuya believes that as long as Raila continues to stand by him, Sakaja will not fall to occupy a politics.
To regulate anything at the devolved unit. And in this case, the governors has an arm which is COG, which does engage in these levels of engagement with the national government and any signage that is within. And if, as of now, it seems the governors were not we are not even consulted by the time of imposing this kind of policy. It tells you that even though there is a procedure, that procedure has not been followed. And therefore, as much as the national government has that window of making policy, it does not mean that it can just push policies even without involving the counties in terms of public participation. Therefore, the national government is wrong, pushing to the lot a policy that they are not at any level consulted with the devolved unit. And this case, this one, I just want to say, yes, the Constitution, the way it is, it gives every level its mandate. And what the head of state should do, even though he thinks that things should be done this way, there is a lot of consideration. And one is that element of signals, because signals are not all over. And in case we want to implement this kind of procedure, it's a procedure that can affect those service providers of such areas without signals. And at this point in time, when the governor say no, it started to be no. And you can take them to court, and they can still insist they go their way. And there's nowhere you can take them, because those are independent units. And I don't think that, in fact, things should be forced to them. And that's why there is an element of negotiating. So they should sit and agree. And where the counties feels this will pin them down, they should be heard.
Wakili, what do we say about the kind of tone that the President and the CS Treasury are using on this matter, that there's no going back on this, this has to happen? Is that a